So I'm Geetika and this is Merna, and we are both firstborn daughters.
What that means is when you are the first child, that is a girl. So you have to be born first and a girl.
Okay. And we are making a film about this because we feel like there's a lot of stereotypes and kind of expectations from being the firstborn daughter. So we want to focus on this. And our question to other firstborn daughters is, how are you treated by your family because you're the firstborn daughter?
When I call her out basically on her sexist remarks, what she does is just say that, oh, you're just jealous of your brother, or so she just completely dismisses it.
My uncle, he treats me and my sister evenly. He actually, now I think I don't know, I think my sister and him have a better relationship than I and him, but I think that I used to always be his favorite and he used to always, believe me when I was lying, but now he just doesn't believe me at all.
Now that I'm applying to colleges, my sister is gonna have the luxury of my mom already knowing how the process goes, and it's very stressful because it's supposed to be stressful for me, not for my mom, and she's making it about her and not about me. So I have to always do the explaining and go through the process of doing things before her and whatever. Yeah.
Or my brother, he can go on the subway alone, but with me, she always seems to tag along.
So my question to firstborn daughters is, what are some of the perks of being firstborn?
You have the first for everything. I have my license, so I can be the first to drive my car.
I get to leave first.
And of course she uses me. She's like, Sarah. I'm like, no, now you want me? The first to go to college, so I get to go away, and of course she's gonna miss me. She's gonna be trapped with my parents, telling her what to do while I'm partying and studying, getting my education. Yeah, basically the first for everything.
So my question is, what are the stereotypes for the girls?
Some stereotypes for the firstborn daughter is they can't go out as much, they can't be out as late. Sometimes their parents have to know who they're hanging out with.
I'm the mom in every friendship because I know how that struggle was and how being there for a person, how much that really means.
Oh, so stereotypical.
So my question is, were your parents stricter with you than they are with your younger siblings?
No. I wasn't allowed to dorm, go away for college, and she is. I couldn't do XYZ and she did.
My parents were stricter with me than my sister because now my sister she could come home whenever she wants and she won't get any punishment of whatever. And my phone used to be taken away when I came home past 9 and I was in, I don't know, 10th grade. But she comes home at 12. Nothing happens. It's hi Charlotte, welcome home. But me, I had to go through this whole punishment and nothing ever happens to her.
For me to ask permission for stuff is harder, and once they say yes to me, then Shaima has no excuse to ask them for something. Oh, you said yes to Nuran. But for me, I can't say, oh, you said yes to somebody else. I have to keep begging and keep asking and keep going through this whole process just to get yes.
But girl, I went through it. My question to you all is, what have you learned about being the firstborn daughter?
My sister and I are very different, and so I've had to learn how to talk to her in an approach that makes sense for her, and so patience, understanding, trying not to have a temper, that's hard with your younger sibling.
I became more protective. My sister comes to school telling me how she was bullied, so I become her mother. I advise her, I tell her what's right, what's wrong, and how she should defend herself.
So my friends, that having a younger sibling, I feel like I know what to expect potentially when I do have a family, and have kids, because it's similar lessons. You want to make sure that they become well-rounded humans, but that you also give them freedom to make their own choices and mistakes.
The question. I can't look at her face and do this.
Don't look at her.
What have you learned from being the firstborn daughter?
Cut my forehead up, push it up. Okay?
You know what?
Quiet down in the hallways. And so we're both firstborn daughters, and so we wanted to make
by my side, so that I'll never feel alone again. They've always been so kind.